Hello everybody, and welcome back to Blake's Pie Show Academy. Today, we're going to be playing a game of Fire Pie Show. This is for the Spirit of the Dragon tournament, and this is for the final round of the tournament, round 9. If I win this, I have a shot at winning the tournament. Seems unlikely to me, but you never know. So let's see, we're playing against Better Than Iro here, and I think we'll just be doing what I usually do here, which is a white 3 right here. Get a red 5, nice, perfect. I'm liking this start. Can't complain. But yeah, like I said, if I win this, then there is a chance I can win. It requires X to lose his match against KFC Man, but I have a lot of confidence in X winning his match, so it seems unlikely to be, but you never know. Okay, that is nice. Blocks my red 5, and there is a win opportunity for Better Than Iro here. Let's just make a harmony. I'm thinking white 5 here. PC, like, I feel inclined to harmonize with the white 4, but I don't necessarily need to do that. I can harmonize with the red 5, and I think it's just as good, really. Probably, maybe even better. So, you know what? Let's actually do this. Usually I would harmonize with the white 4, but I don't think that's correct, actually, thinking about it. It just looks nice, you know? But I think this is actually better. Actually, I don't think I usually harmonize with the white 4. I think I do it sometimes, though. Okay, we get a red 3, so we're going to be blocking this some way. Over here makes sense, putting it in a red garden. Over here, it's not realistically going to harmonize with this red 4, and I'd just rather have it in a red garden, so looks good to me. Also, I would have to win this game, not just for X to lose his game. So a lot of things would have to go right for me to win this tournament, but regardless, it's been a really fun tournament, so it's exciting to see how it's going to end here. I've been tempted to try and run an undergrowth tournament, but I just don't know how many people would play that. Okay, so they pull knotweed kind of early on, which is nice for me. They use it to block an MCH, which makes sense. I'm glad that they weren't able to get more use out of that knotweed. And then they put a red 4 over here. So again, they have, you know, some ideas for a win threat, kind of. We almost have some options with this knotweed here, but we cannot reach it with our white 4. And obviously we cannot use our white 3. And this is blocked by the white 5. So not a lot of options we have there, unfortunately. We have this opening, which I guess I could take advantage of. And then we also have this. I think I want to do that. Let's use our white 5 here to go here. Cut off MCH, I get my own. It also gets rid of any win opportunities like this, so I like that a lot. Then we get a white 3, which is not the most useful, but we can make it work, I think. I'm thinking of putting it over here so that we can use our red 5 to harmonize with it. And then, you know, get ideas like this. So let's just put it here, I think. I think that looks good to me. Doesn't cut off our red 5, or doesn't cut off our red 3 too much. Cuts off their red 3 a little bit, and we can hopefully use it with our red 5. I think that's good. So I don't hate my position here. I actually like it quite a bit. I haven't pulled an accent tile yet. I'll probably start pulling accent tiles now because it's greater than a 50% chance that I'll be pulling them from now on. So yeah, but this is good so far. I haven't had to use any of my accent tiles. Better Than Iro has used 1. And yeah, this is looking good. Also, I didn't even think about it with this move. I also have this, which would be pretty nice because I get 2 MCHs from it. So yeah, I'm liking this position a lot. This is almost even a win threat with, you know, something like this, but it's not quite. Let's look at Better Than Iro's position here while we're waiting. They have a red 5 that could use to harmonize with their red 4. They also could use it to harmonize with their white 3. Maybe block my white 4 if they really wanted to. That's really the only options I'm looking at right now. Of course, they could also use their white 4 for their white 3, but I feel like the red 5 just makes more sense. So yeah, I mean, I'd pick one of those. I'm not really sure which one is better right now. I mean, maybe they want to start trying to use their white 3 because I'm going to be moving this most likely, and then that'll open up this for them. Okay, yeah, red 5. And they pull a white 5 to go there. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, maybe the white 5 is a little unfortunate. They don't have a lot of uses for it, but I maybe would have just put it closer to your red 3. But maybe they have some ideas here. I don't know. Okay, so for my turn, let's see here. I'm kind of just looking at this. We don't have the white 4 move anymore because they put the red 5 here, which is okay. I didn't really like that move that much anyway, just because it created 2 weak MCHs. It is 2 MCHs, but 2 weak ones with a lot of the game left, you know, not that great. So I'm guessing we're gonna be pulling like an accent tile here most likely. Oh, you know what? Maybe the idea with this white 5 was to cut off my red 5 a little bit. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter too much because I can go here. I could also go here, which doesn't seem bad, but I kind of just like here better, I think. Keep my tiles closer together. So I think we're just gonna do this. I don't really see any reason to do anything else. You know what though? If we go here, then we actually have a win threat Well, that only if we don't pull the boat on this turn. Well, no, even if we do pull the boat, we'll have a win threat because we could lotus here and then get a flower to go here like a red 4. And if we don't pull the boat, then maybe we pull the red 4, then we can use the boat to do this. So I'm actually more tempted to go here. I think I'm gonna do that just because it gives me a bit more offensive capabilities here. And ooh, okay, so we do pull the boat. Interesting. I thought that meant I won for a second. I was pretty excited, but no, I don't win yet. It's actually okay. This is fine. So how do we want to use the boat? How do we want to use the boat? We could just still use it on our white 3, make this win threat actually like scary. I don't hate that idea, but then it doesn't give us a lot of options if they block that. I guess we still have this red 4. Let's do this to really pressure better than Iroh to make a decision here, because you know, if they don't immediately do it with one of their moves, then they're going to have to gamble, and it's, you know, good odds like always, but there is the chance that they pull a red 3, and then that will be very scary for better than Iroh. Obviously, because that means they'll lose. So let's just see what they do here. I'm curious to see what the response is. I'm not confident at all that the move I made with the boat was the right move, but I like it a lot, even if it isn't the best. But really, I don't know what would be better, to be completely honest. Like, use it on this white 3 to push it here. That's the only thing, I guess. I don't know. But like, I have options now. Like, I can move this white 4 to here if this becomes a thing. And then I still have this red 4 opening, of course. So it's not like I'm not leaving myself any options with this boat move. I definitely still have options. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what Better Than Iroh does here. Because like, you really don't want to have to spend your whole move, your whole turn just blocking this threat. But if you don't, you're going to have to take that chance that you could pull a red 3 and then you can't block it. And that is not fun at all. So yeah, I like this move. It just kind of puts Better Than Iroh in an annoying position, I think. Which I guess is what I'm all about now. I don't know. Apparently that's the whole thing I do in Paisho. Is just make other people suffer. Which I don't mean to do at all, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I was in Better Than Iroh's position here, it would be a tough call for me. I think I would have to just take the turn to block it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, this isn't a bad move. And it works to block it, kind of. I mean, actually, yeah, it does work to block it because I can't use a boat. I can't use a wheel to move the white 5. I'd have to put a wheel here, and then, you know, that doesn't work because this. So, I think probably this is what I would do. That is annoying. That's not the best. I mean, I guess you could do this, but then I can technically win with a wheel. And obviously the best and safest option would just be taking this spot. But doing that, you know, I guess maybe if I was Better Than Iroh, I would just put my orchid here. Maybe that's what I would do, I think. It's a really tough call for sure, though. I'm actually pretty happy with the boat pull that I got there. I think this is a pretty nice move that I made. Yeah, and this is where Fire Paisho kind of slows down. Once you get to this point, there's a lot of stuff to think about. Okay, we got a move here. What is it? So, white 4 there, and boat. Okay, nice. So they got the block, which is good for them, not for me. I'm looking at this. My opponent does have this threat. I should be able to block it though, no matter what. I like moving the red 5 here instead of here because I get this move. That's kind of the main reason I'm considering this one instead of this. And also, if I move here, then my red 5 is blocked by the knotweed here, which is just not great. So yeah, I think here's the better move. Yeah, I think this is the best option. Let's do this. Okay, we get a white 4, which I'm thinking to put on one of... Well, I can't... Oh man, that's annoying. Oh wow, I didn't think about that. I did not think about that at all. Yeah, you know, I just figured any tile I pull should be able to block this. Because, you know, it's a white 4 and a white 5. There's no tile that clashes to both of those, but there is a tile that clashes to this red 4, which covers both of these spots. Which, wow, I did not even think about that. That is tricky. I guess this, right? Because now we have our own win threat. Pretty hard to stop. Like, it's gonna be a pretty big gamble if they go for the win here. And, you know, it's only a 1 in 6 chance they get it because They can't do Lotus here and then hope for red 3 or red 4 here. Or they can't hope for red 3 or white 4 here because white 4 is clashing with this, of course. So it's only 1 in 6 chance to win if they go for it, which, you know, is... yeah, it could be worse odds for them. I'm actually... that's a little scary for me. They could definitely get that. And then if they go for the win and don't get the win, then there's only 2 tiles they can get that will stop my win. So, wow, this is a very volatile position. Like... a lot of things could go wrong for both of us right here, depending on what Better Than Iroh does. Which, like, if I'm Better Than Iroh, do I go for the win there? I think I do. I think I just go for the 1 in 6, which is crazy. Because if you don't get the 1 in 6, then it's likely, it's a 3 out of 5 that you also lose the game. So, like, pretty bad odds. Wow, this is tough. I really don't know what you're supposed to do in Better Than Iroh's position here. Like, I know what I would do, and I would probably lose. But wow, this is tough. This is tricky. This could go like so many different ways, and I don't know how this is gonna go at all. The good thing is I have 3 accent tiles remaining, so assuming Better Than Iroh doesn't win right here on this turn, then I'm looking in decent shape for the rest of the game, but we'll see. It would be so tragic if I lost right here, because I totally could. I can't even complain that about that tile pull there. I completely missed that. That's my fault. I should have seen that. There was like something in the back of my mind that felt like I was forgetting something or missing something, and I know what it is now. Because that red 4 is just kind of in a weird spot. I don't usually have a red 4 in. So yeah, I was not expecting that, but wow, I totally missed that. I'm hoping by the fact that they haven't taken their turn yet, that means they haven't won. But, you know, they could also just still be trying to decide if they should go for the win, which is totally valid. I mean, realistically, if you're better than Iroh, what's the safe play? What is the option to do to, like, be 100% safe? It's kind of hard to find an option that's 100% safe because I have the chance to pull a wheel with this move. And you can't just put a white 5 here. I guess you could put the white 3. Maybe that's how you'd be totally safe. But no, it's still not totally safe because I could go here and then wheel down. So, you know, I don't know if there's a way for them to completely stop me from having a chance of winning here. I think no matter what, I'll have that 1 in 5 with the wheel. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a way they can completely stop me. I can't find one. I feel like there has to be one. I'm not seeing it right now. I'm gonna keep looking though. No, there might not be a way for them to completely stop me. Unless of course they pull an accent tile, then yeah. If they pull an accent tile, then they can. But I'm just talking about a move to be completely safe. Because I'm talking about their safest move to do right here. And gambling on an accent tile obviously wouldn't be the safest option. It would be if you pulled the accent tile, but you're not gonna do that 100% of the time. I really think no matter what, if they don't gamble here, then I will have a chance to win by pulling a wheel. I think what I'm looking at, that's what it is. I guess maybe their safest option, which still wouldn't guarantee to completely shut down my opportunity. If they put the red 5 here, then they would form a harmony and they have a chance of pulling an accent tile to stop me. I think that's probably technically the safest play to make. Or you do it here with, okay, yeah. I think that technically is the safest play you could make in this position. I don't think that's what they're going to do or what they should do, but theoretically I feel like that is the safest option. It has the highest chance of you not losing, I think. Wow, okay. That works too. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Okay, well, I still have the chance of pulling a wheel. Let's see what exactly their move was. So they harmonized with the white 4. This actually might be even safer. Now that I'm thinking about it, this might be even better than the red 5 one. I think both maybe work. I didn't see that though. That's a good move. That's a good find for sure, actually. Okay, so and then red 5 down here isn't too impactful. So we have the wheel chance no matter what, because we can put the wheel here or here. But other than that, is there any way we can increase our odds of winning here? I don't really think there is. What's the best option to do in the meantime while we're waiting to pull a wheel? I guess all I'm looking at is our red 4 up here. They do still have a win the red, kind of. So if we put the red 5 here, I think that would be pretty good, maybe. Then we don't have any openings. Kind of the only good move I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm thinking just to do that. Yeah, let's just do that. Because actually we do still have this. We have this opening kind of, so. Okay, we get a red 4, so we don't win. And actually, I think I want to put it here because they do have some kind of threats here. Yeah, so. Oh wait, no they don't. This isn't connected up here. Never mind. Where do we put the red 4 then? Maybe here, because they're maybe here, so because we're planning to do this. That looks good to me. Yeah, let's go for this. See what happens. What does better than Iroh do here? If I were better than Iroh, what would I do? I like that. If I were better than Iroh, I am not better than Iroh. Which variant of Paisho would be Iroh's favorite, you think? I don't know. I feel like Iroh would enjoy like overgrowth. Just that's what I feel like. Just on pure vibes. Yeah, I think Iroh would enjoy overgrowth or undergrowth. I think he would enjoy both of those. Okay, we gotta move. So we still have that wheel chance, and now it's a 25% chance, so it's a little bit better. I kind of want to do this because then even if we don't get the wheel, then oh wait, no, that doesn't. If I do that, then that gets rid of our wheel chance to win. I wanted to do that because then we threaten putting a Lotus here to win, but I don't really like that it gets rid of our win chance, so I'm thinking just to do this instead. And then if we don't pull the wheel, then we have Lotus here, 33% chance to win with the wheel this way, which I don't hate that. Also, I think Better Than Iroh has some chance with the Lotus here, red 4 here. Yeah, so doing this would block that as well, which is something I want to do. For sure. I mean, that looks like the best option to me, really. Let's send it. Please, can we get a wheel? No wheel, man. Have I formed any harmony rings in this tournament? I'm gonna have to go back and look after this, but I feel like I haven't been able to form any harmony rings in this tournament. Besides the Arc Prefect game, which we do not speak of on this channel. We do not speak of that, okay? Other than that, we have not been able to win any tile pulls to make harmony rings, okay? Okay, so rock. I'm just looking to put it here. That seems to be the best option. We could also put it here, which is better. Which is better? Kind of like being able to put it here because then we can move our red 5 to places if we ever need. But if we block this one, then we can move our white 5 to places. Not that we really want to move the red 5 either. I don't think it matters too much. I think we should do this one because this white 4 kind of wants to stay here because it's connected to the white 5. Also, by moving the red 5, which I didn't even notice, it opens back up this, which they could do Lotus here, red 3 here. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, that seems good to me. We're getting towards the end here. Neither of us have managed to place our Lotus yet, which actually is kind of interesting. I feel like that's a little bit uncommon, at least in games that I play, because I like to place my Lotus early a lot of the time to go for gambles, but I haven't really had the opportunity in this game. So it's kind of uncommon for me to play a game where no Lotuses are on the table this late into the game. And there's incentive for Better Than Iroh not to place their Lotus, of course, because then I can start to take advantage of it, which would be nice. Okay, so we got 20 minutes here to discuss this. That gives me some time to go look at my previous games. Before I go look at the previous games in the tournament, yeah, this is an interesting position. Like, I still have my wheel threat, and I have a whole different wheel threat with a Lotus here. Not that that really matters, because if Better Than Iroh blocks this wheel threat, it's likely that means that they're also blocking this one. Like, most of the time, I feel like you're gonna be blocking this as well, you know? Well, maybe not all the time, but, you know, if you're blocking this harmony, then you are. And if you do stuff over here, then you are. But yeah, so I have threats, and I still haven't pulled the wheel, so that's a 33% chance right now. If I'm in Better Than Iroh's position here, I really don't want to use my Lotus, right? But I don't see a lot of good options where you don't use your Lotus. You have this move, which is good. You also have... Nah, this is a move, but it's not really, you know, gonna do much because it cuts off this. This right here kind of looks like one of your only options, really. Oh, but you can't do that. Why? What am I talking about? That gives me a win. So it's kind of a tough position for Better Than Iroh here. I guess, no, you don't even have this because it's clashing. Yeah, this is kind of tough. I don't know what Better Than Iroh should do here. I think maybe you have to place your Lotus. Or you just spend your turn getting rid of my harmonies, which doesn't seem that crazy. But I don't know where you would do that, where it would be effective, really. Because a lot of the good options are blocked by clashing. You'd only be able to really get rid of one one harmony, I think. This clashes the white 5, this clashes the red 5. Like, that cuts off a lot of options. This also clashes the white 5. Like, with those options cut off from the flowers available to block them, you really only have the opportunity to block one MCH with a move, which is not great. So, like, I really don't like Better Than Iroh's position here. It's looking pretty rough, I can't lie. They have 3 MCHs, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they have 3. And then I have the wind threats, of course, as well. And then I also have my red 3 in my library to place with my red 4. I'm liking my position a lot on this game, but we'll have to wait a little while to see what it turns out to be. I will be cutting to that, of course, but before I do that, let's go see. I want to check. I can't remember any games from this tournament that I won with a Harmony Ring. So against Human Child, it was a draw, which was just Midland Crossing Harmonies. Then KFC Man I beat. I'm trying to remember. Oh no, I did. I won with a Harmony Ring on my second game. Oh, because of this move. Yes, I remember this. I forgot about that. Yeah, I think that might be the only game I won with a Harmony Ring, though. That's kind of how Fire is. Yeah, this one was Midland Crossing Harmonies. I lost to X, so obviously I didn't win with the Harmony Ring there. I beat Varric. I'm pretty sure it was Midland Crossing Harmonies. Yeah, Fire Nation Sokka. I beat. Pretty sure. Yeah, Midland Crossing Harmonies. Arc Prefect was a draw. We don't talk about that game. And I beat Lexi with Midland Crossing Harmonies. So, yeah, there's one game I won with a Harmony Ring. I'll have to later look at all the other games. I'm interested to see the ratio of games that were finished by Harmony Ring versus Midland Crossing Harmonies. I'm assuming a lot more were finished with Midland Crossing Harmonies, but I'm not too sure actually. But that'll be interesting to see. I'll go back and tally it up to see what the numbers are, and actually might as well just do that now while I'm waiting, so give me a minute. I'm gonna go through all the games up to round 9 and tally them, and then also when round 9 finishes, whenever that is, I'll do the final thing later and probably put it in the Discord just because I'm curious. But yeah, let me do that really quick, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I've got the numbers. So in the Spirit of the Dragon tournament, from round 1 to round 8, so from round 1 through round 8 up to round 9. I'm not including round 9 yet, obviously, because none of the games have finished, but there were 40 matches played of Fire Pie Show. I'd be interested to hear what your guesses are for the amount of that 40 games that were ended by Harmony Ring. So if you have any guesses, I would be interested to hear them if you want to put them in the comments. But here it is. Out of the 40 matches in rounds 1 through round 8, 25 of them were ended by a Harmony Ring, and only 15 were ended by Midland Crossing Harmonies, which is not what I expected, to be completely honest. That's about 63% of the games that were ended by Harmony Rings, which my run through the tournament has not reflected at all. Only one of my first 8 matches were ended by Harmony Rings, which is only like a 13% of the games that were ended by Harmony Ring. So yeah, not what I expected at all, but that's interesting to see. So 13% of my games were ended by Harmony Ring, whereas the total for the whole tournament for everyone's matches from round 1 through round 8, it's 63% of the games are ended by Harmony Ring. So that's interesting, actually. That's not what I expected. I don't know if you expected that, but that's actually very interesting to see. I wonder what that means, because, I don't really know. And I mean, just like, what does it mean that so few of my games ended by Harmony Ring, but the majority in the tournament did end by Harmony Ring? It's kind of interesting to see. But yeah, those are the numbers that I've got, and I'll update it once round 9 has finished. But, I'm assuming it's going to stay around the same numbers, because it's only one more round. But yeah, that's interesting. That's not what I expected. But yeah, I think that'll be it until Better Than Iroh returns. So I'll begin the commentary again once they return. So I still have my wheel chance, it looks like. Ooh, okay. So that's something to keep in mind. I really just want to get this win at the wheel. I really, really want to get it. Okay, so what do we do while we're waiting, though? What do we do? I have some red 4s open to use, I suppose. Not really seeing a lot of other options. There's not really much of a threat from Better Than Iroh, though they do have this. Lotus here, and then, yeah, wheel here. That works. So that is something I will have to block with my bonus tile, which I should be able to do if I don't pull a wheel. For sure I'll be able to do. So I think we just use the red 3, and maybe this game will be a game with no one using their Lotus, which would be interesting to see actually. But let's see, I actually didn't realize I can't place it here, but I can do it on this red 4, so I think that's what I will do. I think that makes sense. Not really seeing any other options that look good to me. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything from my opponent here. I think everything looks good. Okay, yes, let's do this. And we don't get the wheel. Okay, we get a knotweed though, which is actually pretty good. I'm happy to get the knotweed here, honestly. I think just put it here looks good. Gets rid of that wind threat and then blocks this white 5. That seems good to me. I don't think anything's really going to be better than that. Let's make sure this doesn't give my opponent anything nice. I don't think it does. The white 5 can't really use it, and that's the only tile over there that can go into the white garden, so yeah, this should be good. I could also put it here to boost my white 3, but there's not really any reason to do that. I'd rather just block this white 5 here. So let's do that. Oh, wait. I didn't even realize this is a better spot. I didn't even see this. It's hard to see with all the spots like this, you know. But I guess let's do this then. It doesn't really give my opponent anything, even though I'm boosting this white 3. I don't think it really matters, because like I said, this white 5 here is very nice. Because it blocks this, and then this rock placement is also nice. Even though it would theoretically boost this even further, they can't put the red 5 here, which is the only red flowers they have over here. So I think what's really been hurting better than Iroh this game is just how they've had their tiles positioned, which I don't know if that's really their fault. I could maybe see going back through, but like you'll see, like over here, the only red flowers they have are the red 5s, 2 red 5s. They have both their white 3s over here. Over here, the only white flower they have is this white 5, and then they don't really have much of anything in this garden. So their position is maybe not the best, so that might be why they're having some struggles in this position, but I mean, they're still alive. I haven't managed to pull my wheel a single time. It's definitely not over, especially because they still have 2 accent tiles, and I only have 1 more, but I'm not too worried still. I definitely don't think this is over. I definitely think there's more game to go, and I think it's very likely that they block my win condition on their next move, which is unfortunate. I really would have just liked to win with a ring here, but I don't think that's going to happen at this point. I would have needed to pull the wheel on the many turns that I could have, but yeah, I can't. So, well, I think it's very likely. The only way is if Better Than Iroh pulls the rose, then I might have some chance, but otherwise I think it's very likely that my win threat's going to be blocked here. To be fair though, I do have 2 separate win threats, so it does matter where they put the rock or a wheel, but I think it's likely that no matter what, I won't only have a win threat anymore, so we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Pai Sho today. I finished writing a script. I recorded, this is going to be the 4th, no, this is the 5th video I've recorded. No, this is the 4th video I've recorded today. I finished writing a script today, started editing a video, which I'm going to finish after this game. And then I'll probably just go to bed. There's been a lot of Pai Sho for me today. Today has been a day filled with Pai Sho for me, which I'm not complaining. I love Pai Sho. I mean, this position is kind of a mess. I don't really know what Better Than Iroh would do here. Now, let's see. Do they have to use their Lotus? Because they found a good way not to use it last time, which how did they do that actually? Oh, I didn't see that. That's a good find. Yeah, that works pretty well. Okay, I like that move. I like my knotweed placement here a lot. Doesn't leave them a lot of options. Of course, now they can just go back here. Well, no, they wouldn't do it with that red 5, actually. They probably just go here with that red 5. I'm assuming that's what their move is. And let's hope they pull a red 3, but it's unlikely. I mean, also, if they really wanted it, they have this move, but you know, it's not that good. Anyway, we have a move. And yeah, like I said, they do block my win threat here, so no 50-50 wheel. Fortunately, and like I said, like this is not a great position for me. Like I don't feel comfortable here at all. This is not the greatest. I mean, we have this or this. Also, I bet for 100% I'm confident we're gonna pull the wheel now. Now would be the right time to pull the wheel, I think. I'm pretty confident that's going to happen right now, just because I think that would be funny. But anyway, I'm deciding between this and this. I guess this makes more sense, kind of. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I also have my Lotus that I could use like on this red 4. Yeah, I don't know. I think just this makes sense. Well, no, sorry. I don't want to do that because it gives back this. So I guess this makes the most sense. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't really see anything else that really works. Just double checking. This makes sense. And yeah, I knew we were gonna pull the wheel. It just seems right that now would be the time we pull the wheel. Makes sense. I'm looking at this spot because I think it seems to make the most sense to me. Oh wait, we have this wheel win. Oh no, never mind. We could also put it here to drag the white 3 to here. It's kind of an interesting idea, but I think just blocking the white 5 makes more sense. Or maybe like putting it here, and this. It's not that good. So I was thinking of blocking this white 4. None of these work. Yeah, there's not really any reason to think about it too hard. I think this makes the most sense. So let's just do that. Alright, probably the last turn for better than Iroh here. I don't think my position is bad. I do have kind of a lack of openings though. My only real opening is with my red 4, which could be blocked pretty easily. But we both still have our Lotus, which is kind of crazy. I don't see a lot of games that make it to the end and neither Lotus or Orchid just, you know, or Lotus or Orchid has not been placed for either of us, which is interesting. But yeah, we both have our Lotus available to us. This has been an interesting game, actually. I feel pretty confident here. I have 4 MCHs better than Iroh has 2. With me ending the game on my next turn and I have my Lotus and I guarantee I'm getting the white 5, I should be able to win this. I'm not too worried because I don't have any overlapped MCHs. They're all their own thing. Yeah, I guess the best option would be for if they pull the wheel to put the wheel here. I think that works. That gets rid of 2 MCHs. That would be their best shot, but I think I should be able to win because there's no way they can do that and block this red 4. I don't think there's any way they can do that. So I feel pretty safe here. This should be a win, which if that's the case, then that means the only match I would have lost in this tournament is against X, which was a tough match. And then also that stupid Arc Prefect match, man. Oh man, I should have won that one. Then, after this, theoretically I would be probably tied with X, if not winning, if X loses this match, but oh well, can't really complain. I got pretty fortunate throughout this whole tournament. Yeah, GG, great game. Indeed, we're better than Iroh here. Yeah, this was actually a really good game. This was a lot of fun. I think better than Iroh played very well. Honestly, they might be, I can't think of anything that they did on their turn that seemed questionable to me. Everything they did seemed to make sense, but of course, that's just in the moment. I could probably go back and find some things I think could be a little bit better, but I really think they played well. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention, but they might have gotten pretty unlucky pulls. Yeah, and like I said, I've been pretty fortunate this tournament. I can't really complain about my pulls at all. I got they weren't always the best thing ever, but they were always decent, and especially in this game. Yeah, actually, I do remember that the knotweed right at the start was pretty unfortunate for them. And then I was able to save all my accent tiles for something useful like this. I like this move a lot with the boat. Towards the end here, I had 3 of my accent tiles left still, which was very nice for me. So yeah, I think I did get better tile pulls in this game most likely, which I think is probably the case for most of the games in this tournament. I really can't complain about my tile pulls at all. So yeah, there's their move, and let's just see. This should be pretty easy to find a win here. Let's see if this does it. Yeah, 6-3. So yeah, great game by better than Iroh. Unfortunate with some of their tile pulls, it seems. But I think they played very well regardless. And yeah, very fun game. This will be it for the Spirit of the Dragon live game commentary. I will be doing some more match reviews after this, but this might be the last game for the tournament where I do live commentary. And it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this tournament a lot. Giving live commentary on fire games is a lot of fun. Probably talk about it in my next Spirit of the Dragon tournament video, about who the winner is, if it's, whoever it is. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.